Hello everyone, the Video Nerd here, and if you want to learn how to set up OBS Studio with overlays and Twitch alerts, then sit tight because I will explain everything. And if you're new here and you want to learn everything about streaming and promoting yourself, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future helpful content. Visuals make your stream a lot better, and we will be adding a donation goal, a chat window, alerts for follower, subscriber, donation events, etc. But we will start by adding a webcam border, and an overlay. I will include timestamps in the description because this video covers a lot of different subjects and some of you guys are just looking for one certain thing. Let's go. If you don't have an overlay yet, there are some places online where you can find overlays for free. I will show you one website and use an overlay from there so I can show you how to customize it. If you want to get a custom made overlay, you can go to twitchoverlay.com and click on custom design. They make amazing overlays and are very responsive. Also check out their premium downloads as there are some really good looking templates right here for a very fair price. So for the free overlay which we will use in this video, click on free downloads and there you have a bunch of free overlays. I will use the starter overlays because these can also be used without utilizing Photoshop. The others require more customization, so that makes it really hard without being able to edit it directly in Photoshop in the project file. The starter pack comes in 3 colors and I will choose the red one. So since a lot of people don't have Photoshop, I will edit this overlay with a free website called pixlr.com. If you do have Photoshop, I'm sure you will be able to change the text and even the color in the overlay yourself. Now for the free website, go to pixlr.com/x. Then let's click on Open Photo. Now find the empty header from the overlay package and open it. Press the plus icon to scale it till it fills your screen for easier editing. Now we will add our stream name and our social media links. Click on the plus icon on your right to add a layer on top of the header layer and click on Image. Now find your social media icon and open it. Of course, you can also take other social media icons that you find yourself online. Rescale the icon and place it in the gray header on top. Now we will have to create a text layer. On your left, click on the text icon and select Add New Text. Change the text to your social media name, choose your font, close the font browser by clicking on the X icon and reposition your text. To scale the text, make sure it's selected and change the size right here. Do this for all your social media channels, position them exactly as you want, and then let's add our channel name. Make a new text layer, type in your channel name, choose your font, change the size and position it correctly. Congratulations, we finished our header. Now click on Save, make sure PNG is selected and click on Download. Let's move to our OBS Studio and add the header. Click on the plus icon to add a source, choose Image, name it Header, click on OK and browse for the header we just created. Now we will have to position our header exactly at the middle and on top of the screen. To do this, I recommend you to enable snapping. For that, go to the Settings, General and enable Source Alignment Snapping. Set the snap sensitivity to 30 and make sure snap sources to horizontal and vertical center is selected. Click on OK and you can position your header correctly by using the snapping we just enabled. Now let's add our webcam and the border. Add a new source and choose Video Capture Device. Call it webcam, click OK and choose your webcam. Mine isn't connected right now, but I'll use AlterCam camera, which is a virtual webcam. In resolution FPS type, choose Custom and then select your webcam's resolution. Click on OK and position or scale your webcam as you like. Now let's add a new source and choose Image again. Call it webcam border, click OK and browse for one of the 2 webcam borders from the pack we just downloaded. If you want, you can also add your stream name to the bottom part of the border. If you want to do that, just do it with Pixlr like we added the text to our header. Now let's make sure the webcam border is above the webcam in the sources. To make sure the border fits your webcam correctly, position one corner, then grab the opposite corner of the border, hold your mouse button down, hold shift down and drag it till it fits perfectly. So the overlay part of our stream is set up now. Let's add alerts, a donation goal, recent activity, and a live chat to our stream. For this we will have to go to streamlabs.com and log in with our Twitch account. On your left side of your screen, click on widgets. The top 4 widgets are the ones we will install today. There are many more options and I will cover them in future tutorials, but for now let's stick to the most important things. The absolute most important widget to set up is your alert box. Let's go ahead and click on it. The first thing to do is selecting or deselecting the alerts you want to show or hide on your stream. I will select everything except for redemption and merge. Right beneath this, we can see the widget URL. This is the URL we will import into OBS, but first let's customize the alert. Next to the URL, you can click on Launch, and this will open a separate window that will show how our widget will look. Click Launch and position the STREAMLABS website and this window next to each other so you can test everything out while setting things up. When we click on these test buttons, the alerts will be shown in the test window. These buttons should also trigger the alert in your OBS Studio, but since we haven't linked them yet, we will test the alerts using this window for now. Let's take a look at the general settings. This background color is only for the test window and will not be shown on your stream. You don't have to change these other settings except for the layout. Here you can choose how you want to display your alerts. I will go with the standard layout. Next we will customize the follower alert. Click on follows and make sure it's enabled. The only things that I will change right here are the message, the image and the sound. The name with the parentheses right here will display the name of the person who is following you. So you should use that in your message. Let's change it to welcome to the club, comma, name, and then an exclamation mark. When we press save at the bottom of the screen, we can test the alert by clicking on test follow. And as we can see, it works. Now I will change the image, the sound, click on change media, and on your left you can upload an image or GIF you made yourself or choose from the STREAMLABS stock files. Let's click on images right here and choose a GIF. Double click it and it will be added to your alert. Now do the same for the sound. Click change media, choose sounds under the stock files and choose a sound that you like. You can change the volume afterwards if you think it's too loud or too quiet. Let's not touch the other settings right now and press save. Let's test the alerts once again by clicking test follow, and as you can see, it's working. The subscription alert works exactly the same, so I will not go over that. The donation tab has a few more options. You can open the text-to-speech settings by clicking on this plus icon and enable it right here if you want that. We can set a minimum amount of dollars to trigger the text-to-speech, so for example I will set it to $3. Whether or not you want to use this is up to you, but it can motivate people to donate. We won't change the other settings right now, but you can take a look at them if you want to fully customize this alert. The host settings are also straightforward. You can add a minimum amount of viewers given to trigger the alert and also a minimum amount of viewers to make the host show up in your recent events, which we will set up later. For bits it's the same, you can set a minimum amount of bits to trigger the alert. And finally for the rates we can also set a minimum amount of viewers given to trigger the rate alert. By default the rate alert is turned off, so make sure you enable it. The reason it's turned off by default is that big streamers get rated a lot and the alert would spam the stream. After you're done customizing, you can copy this link and then go to your OBS Studio. Click on the plus icon and choose browser source, give it a name, for example Twitch alerts, and then hit OK. Here you want to paste the URL that we just copied on the STREAMLABS website. Now click on OK and you will get your alert box right here. It will only show the borders right now and the alert will show up within these lines when they get triggered. You can replace or scale this box to position it wherever you want. Take a second to think about the best position for this. Depending on what you're streaming, some positions may make it hard to see the text of the alert or may block something of your game that will annoy viewers, like for example the minimap or something. The next widgets are easy to set up. If you want to add your chat to your stream, go to widgets again and choose Chatbox. You can customize some settings to make it look like you want and then save it at the bottom. Then just copy the URL right here and add it to OBS Studio just like you did with the alerts. Add a source, choose browser source, name it, paste the URL and press OK. To position the chatbox correctly, you might have to go to your stream and post some messages to see how much space the chatbox will actually use when people are posting in the chat. The easiest way to see this is to paste a large chunk of text in the chat so you can see all the borders of the chat window. Now let's add an event list so viewers can see the recent activity on your stream. Go to widgets again and click event list. I like the solid theme, but that's just my preference. There are a bunch of settings right here, but they are all self-explanatory, so I will not stretch this video out by going over all of them. So go through these settings, make sure your event list looks exactly like you want it, and then press save at the bottom. Same as with all the widgets, copy the code and add it to OBS as a browser source. The last thing is the donation goal. Again, go to widgets, choose donation goal, give it a title, a goal amount, a starting amount, and give it an end date. Do not forget that there's a setting window right here. I like the condensed layout as it looks very clean, but most people take the standard layout. Save it, copy the URL again, and add it to OBS as a browser source. So we added all the most important widgets and overlays right now. In one of my next videos I will explain how you can add labels for recent followers, top donators, recent donators, etc. because that was too much to add in this video. I really hope everything was clear. It is pretty hard to decide which settings to skip and which settings not to skip, but I hope I made the right decisions. And if you have any questions left, just ask them beneath in the comments because I like interacting with my viewers. And if streaming and promoting yourself is something you are interested in, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so I will see you in my next video. Have a good day.